Hey there, second grader. Miss Kaywood here with our next read aloud. And I'm really excited for this one because it's a very funny book. And funny books are my absolute favorite type of book to read. Our book today is called We Don't Eat Our Classmates, and it's by Ryan T. Higgins. And we can see a note right above that says that this is a #1 New York Times bestseller book, which means that this book was really popular and that a lot of people have read it. Now, we know Miss Kaywood likes to think while she reads, because that's what good readers do. And that's what I want you to be doing while I read as well. I want you to be thinking. That's what our read aloud times are for. They're a time for Miss Kaywood to be doing the work of reading the words and for you to be doing the work of understanding the story. Thinking about the characters, the settings, what the characters might do next, how the characters are feeling, and all of those other things that authors and illustrators put in their book for readers like you to notice. Now, while Miss Kaywood reads, I'm going to be stopping every couple of pages and I might notice something or I might ask a question, and that's when I want you to be doing your thinking along with Miss Kaywood. Miss Kaywood's going to pause for a few moments while I do my thinking before I give my answer, and I want you to see if you can get an answer in your brain before I start giving my answer. That way we can compare our answers and you can say, yeah, I was thinking that exact same thing as you, Miss Kaywood. Or you can say, she noticed something that I didn't notice. I'm going to look for that in the next page, or I might even look for that in a next book that I'm reading as well. So make sure that when Miss Kaywood stops, you're doing the thinking too. Now, this title, We Don't Eat Our Classmates, already has me doing a lot of thinking. I've had quite a few first days of school as a teacher, and you've had your kindergarten and first grade years, and I'm sure you can remember that teachers go over a lot of rules at the beginning of school. I remember rules like follow first request, maybe don't run in the hallways, be kind to others, that golden rule, treat others the way that you want to be treated. I don't remember ever having to make the rule that you're not supposed to eat your classmates. But this front cover illustration gives us some pretty big clues why that might be a rule in this particular classroom. So this front cover already tells me the setting of the story. It tells me that it is a classroom because I can see cubbies, and I can see a word wall, and I can see a bookshelf with school supplies and some work hanging up at the top there. But I can also see who my main character is going to be, and I can tell it's more of a what than a who. What my main character is a dinosaur, and I can see this icky, sticky, long, ooey gooey line of spit coming out of that dinosaur's mouth and connecting to a shoe. Makes me wonder what happened to the owner of that shoe. And maybe that's the reason that this classroom needs the rule that you don't eat your classmates. I don't know. Let's read to find out. Now, this book's a little bit longer when Miss Kaywood has it open than other books. So I'm going to try hard to show you everything that's on it. We're going to start off by looking at our illustrated end pages. We can see student work. We kind of saw that on our front cover illustration as well. But something that I noticed about all this student work is that it's all pictures of dinosaurs. That's interesting, especially considering how our main character is going to be a dinosaur as well. Next, we have our illustrated title page. We Don't Eat Our Classmates by Ryan T. Higgins. And then we see this special note here, and I think it's meant for maybe some students who are a little bit younger than you, but it tells us, hey kids, you will never be eaten by a T-Rex. They're extinct, I promise. So if you're ever reading the story and we're worried that a T-Rex might be a member in your classroom, you don't actually have to worry about it. This is telling us that this book's genre is fiction. It's made up. It's a story that came in the author's imagination. So we also can see our dedication and publication page. The dedication reads, to Mom for passing along her love of books, and to Dad for making me a storyteller. And this book was published in 2018. later on in the year, we'll talk a little bit more about the publication and dedication pages in books. Penelope Rex was nervous. It's not every day a little T-Rex starts school. Ooh, I can tell that she's nervous too in the illustrations. I can tell by how she's holding her mouth. I can tell by these worried lines the illustrator drew up at her forehead. I can even tell by how she's holding her hands up like that. That's kind of makes me think of our school's first day of school book and how the school was feeling nervous too. You're going to see that feeling in a lot of first day of school books, that nervous, jittery feeling. It's not that you are scared of what's going to happen, but it's that you're unsure of what's going to happen. So it kind of causes that fluttery feeling in your stomach to have that nervous or jittery feeling. What are my classmates going to be like? Will they be nice? How many teeth will they have? This was very important. I can see Penelope, our main character. I think she's talking to her mom, peeking in the door there while she's still in her bedroom. I can tell that it's her bedroom because it has the big name Penelope right above the door there. Penelope's mom bought her a new backpack with ponies on it. Ponies were Penelope's favorite because ponies were delicious. I bet there's some people in our class who really do like ponies. Is the reason you like them because they taste delicious? Penelope's dad packed her a lunch of 300 tuna sandwiches and 1 apple juice. That's a lot of tuna sandwiches, but I would imagine it takes a lot of food to feed a dinosaur. Finally, the big day came, and Penelope Rex was very surprised to find out that all of her classmates were... I wonder what they're going to be. Let's read and find out. Children! Uh-oh. Every single one of them in there is a human child, and the teacher is a human teacher. So she ate them, because children are delicious. Penelope Rex, said Mrs. Noodleman, we don't eat our classmates. Please spit them out at once. So she did. Well, that's why the teacher had to make that rule, isn't it? I think that prediction we made was correct. I'm glad she's able to spit them out. It was not the best way to start school. Still, Penelope was determined to have a good first day. I don't know, it'd be hard to make friends after that. She tried hard to make friends at recess. She finger painted some of her best work. She even saved Griffin Emery a seat at lunch. You can sit here, she says. Penelope started to notice everyone was making friends but her. We can see like at the circle carpet how everyone's sitting close, but no one's sitting close to Penelope. We can see how she's having to build by herself while everyone else is building together. It was lonely. They're all playing at recess, but she doesn't have someone to play with. When she got home, her dad asked her about her first day of school. I didn't make any friends, Penelope cried. None of the children wanted to play with me. Penelope Rex, her father asked, did you eat your classmates? Well, maybe sort of, just a little bit. She only ate them a little bit? Sometimes it's hard to make friends, said her dad, especially if you eat them. You see, Penelope, children are just the same as us on the inside, just tastier. That gave Penelope a lot to think about. The next day, Penelope tried really hard. But poor Penelope, she could not stop herself from eating her classmates. She ate them again. Mrs. Noodleman, Penelope ate William Omoto again. And they were all afraid of her. Except Walter. Walter was a goldfish. So Penelope tried to make friends with him. Will you be my friend? Chomp! Who do you think's making that chomping sound? I can see where this fish's mouth is big and it seems right about the right size to bite her finger. Cried Penelope. He's eating my finger! Look at her. She has eaten her classmates twice, and now a little fish has nibbled onto her finger, and she is acting like her leg's been cut off. Once Penelope found out what it was like to be someone's snack, she lost her appetite for children. There she is with her finger all bandaged up. Whoop, I can't get that page. There we go. She stopped eating her classmates, even when Cece Woodman spilled barbecue sauce all over herself. And soon Penelope made friends. Found you. I don't think that was a good hiding spot. Want a brownie? I helped make them. Now, even when children look especially delicious, she peeks at Walter and remembers what it's like when someone tries to eat you. And Walter the goldfish stares right back at her and licks his lips. Look at her. Because dinosaurs are delicious. And there are illustrated in pages again. Well, I really enjoyed reading that story with you. I hope that you were thinking as we read. Remember to keep that in mind for every single read aloud that we do, to be practicing those comprehension strategies, thinking about the characters, the setting, what you think they're going to do next, how they're going to react, and how they're feeling. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.